fellow students. So now let us study the process of photosynthesis in detail with the help of this diagram. So this diagram, as you can see, it encompasses the entire process of photosynthesis. Now this is a plant, okay. So in this plant you can see these are the roots, this is the stem, and these are the leaves, okay. So these roots, they are embedded deep into the soil, right? And the roots, they actually, what is their function? They absorb the water and minerals from the soil. Okay, so roots are embedded deep into the soil, they absorb water, they absorb minerals from the soil, and this water and minerals, they go up the stem in this way and they reach to each and every leaf, okay, of the plant. So now in the process of photosynthesis, as you have studied in the previous slide, I think you remember that it is a chemical process by which plants, they synthesize their own food with the help of what? There were two raw materials. One is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide, how it will be absorbed by the plants? It will be absorbed with the help of their leaves. Okay, so carbon dioxide will be absorbed with the help of the leaves through what? Through some tiny openings. So these tiny openings are called stomata. So this stomata, they are present in the leaf, but basically they are present underside of the leaf. Underside means the back side of the leaf. Okay, in the front side also you have, but more you have on the back side. So carbon dioxide will be absorbed by the stomata. Water will be taken in by the roots. This water will reach the leaf, carbon dioxide will be there in the leaf, plus you have what? You have light energy, okay, sunlight. So these will together react, and plus also you have chlorophyll in plants, that is why it is green. So chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, water, light energy, these four will react, okay, and ultimately food will be prepared. Where it will be prepared? Basically in the leaf, because the surface area of the leaf is more. You can see the leaf is broad compared to the stem. So since the leaf is broad, the light energy can easily be captured by the leaf. Okay, the light energy can easily be captured by the leaf because it is broad, and these also will react in the leaf, and once it will react, then ultimately food will be prepared in the leaf. Now what kind of food will be prepared? The food that is prepared by the plant, that is called glucose. Okay, now glucose, this is a form of carbohydrate. As I told you already in the previous class, that glucose is a form of carbohydrate. Now glucose, actually it is a simple carbohydrate. I think you remember there were differences between simple and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are sweet. Complex carbohydrate, one example is starch, a very common example, okay. Another example is cellulose. So these are not sweet. Now glucose, it is sweet in taste, so it is called simple carbohydrate. Now glucose is stored in the plant and used as food. Now glucose will be stored in the form of what? It will be converted into starch and stored in the plant. Okay, remember, glucose will be converted into starch and it will be stored in the plant, when later on the plants can use the starch, convert it into glucose and use it. Okay, whenever suppose there is no photosynthesis occurring, okay, then suppose you have stored the plant in the dark. So when you store the plant in the dark, it will get no light. So when it doesn't get light, it cannot get do photosynthesis. So in that time, this starch will be utilized by the plant as food. Okay, it can survive even without photosynthesis for a few days. Now oxygen is another product, and this oxygen is released into the air. Now what is the importance of oxygen? We need oxygen for our survival. Okay, so we need the oxygen, that is why it is released into the air as byproduct. We need, the animals need oxygen, as well as plants, they also need oxygen, because photosynthesis cannot occur in the dark. So in the dark, what will the plants do? They respire like we do. Okay, so similarly they will respire like we do, and in the dark the plants are going to respire. So how will they respire? They respire by taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide like we do, because photosynthesis cannot occur in the dark. I hope it is clear. Okay, the gist is clear to all of you. Yes. Now the question is, why do we need to have food? Okay, that is the main question. The energy that is obtained from food is utilized by organisms for carrying out their various body functions like digestion, respiration, excretion. Okay, so why do we need food? Because we need food for carrying out all these life processes. Without digestion we cannot survive. Okay, we need to digest the food that we eat. Without respiration we cannot survive. We need to break down the food with the help of oxygen. I think you remember, you studied in class 7 about respiration. Without excretion also we cannot survive, because we need to get rid of the waste products, right? So all these are very, very important for us, and we get our food from plants, animals, or both. So either from plants we get, or from animals we get, or from both we get. Thank you so much.